Hey, I'm Arush from NASA Nigel, and welcome to Unit 4 of How to CAD Intro to Assemblies. So, I will be teaching you about this right here, the assembly, and we will talk about basic mates, inserts, great measuring, imports, and recolor. So, once you have 3D shapes created in different part studios, you don't want them in the same, by the way, because this one I'm just going to delete. It's not really important. But you want them in different because it just makes it easier. So, like, let's say I make a screw in this one, then I make like a not a screw. I'm gonna make a little slab like this. And I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna make it a 5x5, right? And then I extrude it for 1 inch, or I'll do half an inch because it's a. And I will change the color to brown because it's a plank. And then right in the middle, which by the way, if you can't find the middle, you can click D, click the center out here, and since it's 5, it would be 2.5. And then you can do that the same for distance from here, be 2.5. And it should be smack dab in the middle. And I can extrude this, but negatively, and boom. I will actually, however, change how big this is. I will make it 0.02 inches. No, I won't. What am I talking about? I did not mean to do that. I forgot the number that we use. I think it's 0.209. It's a number like that for robotics that we do use. So that's just my plank. So I could rename this right here, plank. Then I could make another, not an assembly, another part studio in which I make something that we will screw the plank onto. So here, boom, we will go 10 by 10. That's 1 by 10. There we go, 10 by 10. And we're going to put a hole in the middle too so we can screw it. So, boom. This would be 5. And this is going to be 5. And then change this to whatever you put the screw as. So, that. And I will extrude this for an inch. So, the reason you want to use different part studios for different parts is because when you import them all together from like one, like let's say I made like 5 different parts here, it would be like it would work, but it would be really annoying and they would all be classified under the same thing. So if you delete one, you basically delete all. You have to hide it, which I'll show you how to do. You just right click and then you can click hide. But in assembly, I'm gonna use assembly 1. It's empty. There's this insert button up here. You click it. You go to the assemblies of the part studios. You can import from other or insert from other assemblies. You can also do other documents, in which I have. This is for robotics, but there's many documents, and then there's standard content, and there's also public. You can click public, but I'm here gonna import the base, right there. I'm gonna import the plank, right there. You gotta click the check mark. So you see there are 2 different things right here. So that is how you insert. By the way, if you click something and then click F, you can focus on it. So like, let's say you were like this, and you're like, oh shoot, I want to look at that. Focus. Anyways, now, before I go and tell you how to put things in, I will tell you about importing other stuff. So you can get CAD files online and import them into Onshape by using the plus button right here, and then clicking import file. And you can find the file in the Files app. And this should import them. I know that stem files work, but I do not know for other files. Like stem, it would say .stem if it was a stem file. So now, if you right-click something, then click Fix. By the way, let me just show you real quick. Left-click, you can drag and move it around. There's like these arrows if you want to use them. You can do the same for this. But if you right-click here and you click Fix, you cannot move it around. It is not movable. It's not movable around. I'm gonna unfix this, however. right here. And now I will teach you how to mate objects together. So mating is the most important tool that you will have in assemblies, and it will allow you to actually assemble things. So there's 9 different types of mates, but I will only go over 4 in this unit: fasten mate, revolute mate, slider mate, and planar mate. So fasten is like a really quick mate. They don't really like that, and if you're trying to join the same team that I was a part of, um, well, some people don't have a problem with it. Some people do. It's like not a big problem, but it's not the best. Cause they want to show, like, they want to see how well you can actually CAD if you're doing stuff. But you can click here, up here. There's a bunch of mates. You can click fasten. Now remember, last video I showed you some points where you could drill holes. This is practically the same. This is the only reason you would really use it, other than the hole. So I'm gonna click on there on the bottom part, cause that's the middle hole. Then I'm gonna click on here on the top part, because I want the bottom to be connected to the top. And then I click this, and there you go. They're mated together. Now if I try to move this, they move together. Now that was a fasten mate. It's stuck together. It's not taken. It's like you can't take it off. I can delete the mate, move this upwards. Now I will teach you the revolute mate. So for revolute mate, you want to so it's like for things that spin. You want to connect the thing that spins to the thing that's not spinning. So I believe. So you click that, you click this, and then it doesn't actually. I just click this button up here if you want to see if it actually works. And then you can set offsets and limits. So like I can offset it a certain, like I can do 1 inch, and it's 1 inch downwards. Right? It's depending on which way the Z is pointing. So now it's inside. And then it says rotate about X. I can make it rotate Y. Well, okay, this is doing the same thing, but it's okay. And then there's limits, which you can change how much it can rotate and how much it cannot. Why is that important? Is because in this, it will allow you to rotate it freely. Okay, let me fix this. It will allow you to rotate it freely. It's not fixed. Yeah, look, you can rotate it freely. I don't know why it's lagging. It doesn't usually lag a lot, but it will let you rotate it freely. So you can like put limits to how much you want it to be rotated. Anyways, I will delete this now. What's that? Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why it was lagging. I used the weird thing. Anyways, now I will teach you slider mate. Now this will be really weird with this one. You usually don't want to use it with like stuff like this, or maybe you do. So you can use a slider mate. It goes up and down or left and right or whichever way you want it. So the face that is moving away and towards the other face, and then the face that is not moving. And then you can see if I click this and I click this, it will simulate it. And I can simulate it by going up. Now it cannot move in any other direction than up and down. That's practically just what a slider mate is, and you can also set limits on this. Now I will teach you maybe the most annoying, but it is very important to learn. It's annoying in my opinion. Like, it's not really annoying, but I'd rather not really do this. By the way, cylindrical mate makes it go a roll and up and down. So planar mate, you want to you're mating a plane at a time, if you know what I'm saying. So right here, I would click this side. All right, I would click this. Now it's mated into each other. Now, if you actually notice, oh, that's not movable because it's fixed. But if you actually notice, see how I can move it left, right, and up and down. I can. I can do it as much as I want, but it never leaves that plane. So you can do the same right here. Planar mate to this side and to this side. So now I should just be able to move it up and down, but it will never leave these two planes. Now I'm going to mate this side to this side. And now, yeah, and now it will never leave any other direction. that's basically just how you do planar mates. I don't use them all the time, but they are very important to learn. And that is practically all you need for this lesson. All right, goodbye.